Sergeant, could you repeat that?
Sure.
You gotta be joking.
Yeah, do we have a second?
Go ahead and second it. You should second after that last bit.
All right, so to remove, we're gonna move forward with that?
Yeah, you
To
can make a
remove?
motion.
Okay. Submit the motion. Anybody want to second it?
I second that.
All right,
I
unanimous?
vote yes.
I vote yes.
All right, move forward.
Next item.
All right, next
So
agenda
did third,
item.
you?
Yeah, I was.
We don't have to third it.
Yeah, just a second and then I voted.
All right,
I don't even know if we need to put the name of the second down there, just who made the motion. But according to
yeah.
the rules, we don't have to put who seconded it, just that it passed.
Unanimous.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, we move on to, we already did 7, we
Yeah,
move on to 8.
Okay, item number 8, vote to pay or not to pay David Pace. Anybody want to make a motion, or do we want to discuss it? Eric, go ahead.
Okay.
So you're making a motion, you're just asking a question.
Well, that's the next agenda item. I'm gonna make a motion to go ahead and pay David Pace for the
Oh,
reason.
then I'll second that and then,
Okay,
so we do it by.
Okay,
Robert's
yes,
rules.
yes, okay. Okay, we,
Now we can have.
you made a
discussion.
motion to pay David Pace, you seconded it, we're gonna have a discussion now.
yep.
I spoke to my attorney at my expense, and he indicated that David Pace did not follow typical protocol and procedure and provide an estimate of cost. An attorney cannot simply charge what he deemed necessary without notifying a client of the estimate of hours and cost. Moreover, a judge would typically throw this out of court. A smart attorney would not bring this before a judge, as it would give him a bad reputation in most judges' eyes. So I'm a strong opinion not to pay him, because it's just a frivolous and expensive avenue to embark on, in my opinion.
Did you bring?
And I did speak with the law firm about this.
Did you bring that in?
I sent it to everybody by email.
Today or earlier?
When you asked me to, I sent it, everything today that you
Oh, okay.
requested. Everything was sent to you via email, to everybody on the board.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that
Okay, go ahead.
I think it might be, oh, you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the the trade-off there is to be drug into court. I think David might potentially know him, that he might pull us into court. And we would spend a heck of a lot more money fighting an attorney who has really no costs other than his, maybe lost time for working on another case. But as he does that case himself to collect his funds. And so the total, do you remember the total amount?
I'm trying to pull that up now.
Well,
If you can get access to your email, you can pull it. I'm trying
Yeah,
to,
that's what I was gonna do real quick. I just wanted to make sure what the
right.
total amount was here.
Okay, my email finally came up. So who gets to it first?
Give my money on the IT guy.
It was IT guy once, 50 years ago. I don't know, 45.
Well,
Go ahead, I'm in hold, so.
okay, and I'd like to make a suggestion. That is, let's contact Legal Shield, or have you, Kurt, or some other board member besides myself, and get a tertiary opinion on this before we engage in this. So I motion to table this and save the marina a lot of money.
Let me open this, see how much we're talking.
Any comments on that?
Looking for the cost, the current charge. Did you get the email I sent?
I'm almost there. Here it comes up. Yeah, so it's a total of $3,380. No, I'm sorry, it's $2,730. There was a $630 previous balance anybody has a different thing, this is what Kurt sent me today, or all of us actually.
Yeah, that was the only invoice that I received.
2,730, and I think the big contention there was only a portion of this, wasn't it? Was it not that you guys had felt that he had charged too much for shipping or mailing or something? He had charged legal fees, lawyers'
Right.
fees for that?
Right, I thought it
But
was.
there's not contention on a lot of the other, is there? The other charges? I'm asking, that's a question.
Well, I think David Pace in general charges too much for his services. I think he did overcharge us for the transfer of the documents to Greg and Greg. However, I agree with Tony that to take him to court and to fight him would probably cost us quite a bit of money. But what I'd like to do is, if we do decide to pay him off, that we also sever our business with David Pace. I don't think he's done very much for our marina. From the history and from what I've heard in the past, he's actually cost us quite a bit of money in unneeded lawsuits. So a part of that motion, my intention is to maybe at the next meeting or maybe sooner, actually, I think we need to make a motion to sever ties with Mr. Pace.
I second that.
And let's get a better attorney, a better representative, and sever. I think financially it'd be wiser for us to sever ties with him instead of fighting him, and then proceed forward and look for a different attorney.
Kurt?
I think you already spoke. We can only speak once, right, on this?
No,
one?
if all board members are allowed to speak
I'm sorry,
prior
I have to hear
to,
Jimmy's response. What's that, Jimmy?
That's why I thought it said that you only get one chance to talk.
According to the
no,
Robert's rules.
the Robert's Rules of Order says, it does say specifically that you let all board members go before the same individual speaks twice.
The rules said you speak on the subject once. You just spoke once on.
And
the
then
subject.
all other board members get to speak prior to that same individual speaking.
Okay, well, let him speak, that's fine.
I mean, I'm following
Well-
Robert Rules of Order, so I'm not interrupting.
Hold on, but did he already speak once? or
I
not?
did.
So the rules say you only get to speak once on the
No,
subject.
they do not say that.
Anybody
Let me
here
reread it
agree
again.
or disagree with these rules?
Are we gonna, if we're not gonna follow Robert's Rules of Order, there will be a lot of interruptions and so forth. It does clearly
We're trying to
specify,
follow him, Eric.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to get clarification that you've already spoken on the subject.
and I have.
Okay, so that's once. You get
And
once.
then before I'm chosen to speak again, then all other board members are given a chance to speak prior to me speaking.
Hey, Darren, do you have any input on this?
Or I could just read it again if you want me to read it to you. It's simple.
Do you know the Robert's Rules of Order? I'm asking Darren,
His
There-
account's frozen. It's frozen. They're all frozen.
Give it back to the-
oh, there we go.
It's a slow bandwidth.
Okay, tell you what, let me
Can
just
Google
read it
it.
again then. Why don't we just do that?
Well, not the whole thing.
We've got.
Just that
we've got-
portion.
We've got, yeah,
We've got that.
copies.
You don't have to read it again, thank you.
No, please do
Where
not
is
read
it?
it again.
Just
No.
stay whatever it is you want to stay. Just go
Eric, I
ahead.
heard what you said, but I mean, there's a lot more background to it, and I'm gonna need a lot more background to make an informed vote. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I wasn't asking to vote, I was asking to, if you could give some insight into Robert's Rules of Order relative to, if a person gets to speak more than once, or do they, speak once and then that's it?
With Robert's Rules of Order, we apply that in Toastmasters, and people do get to speak more than once, but, you also need to have a limit. And I don't recall in the Robert's Rules of Order what that limit is,
A time limit?
or if
Yeah,
there is one specified.
the time limit, okay.
Okay, if I can read this one sentence.
Hold on.
But there needs to be a dialogue, folks, that we need collaboration, and that requires dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay, so, he's gonna read those again.
No, I'm gonna read one sentence.
Okay, so do we wanna have a time limit on this? 3 minutes, I think we kind of discussed, correct?
That's fair.
We did, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no member speaks twice about a motion until all members have had an opportunity to speak.
Okay.
That's it.
Nazar, did you speak on the subject at all?
So that means that everyone else is given an opportunity to speak prior to you speaking twice. For example, you can't
Well, we're learning
interrupt
this, Eric. You
or
gotta
me.
remember, we're learning this, so we're trying to cooperate, we're trying to figure
Right.
it out, but we gotta learn how to do this, okay?
And these are guidelines, correct? These aren't exactly, I mean, these are rules that we all were supposed to agree to.
Okay, so you ready? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, anyway, when I was speaking about the law firm, I think it'd be wise to get, because I did speak with my law firm, but it'd be wise to speak with Legal Shield again prior to making this decision before spending $3,000 again. I think that would be a wise decision to do that. Is that agreed or not agreed? I motion
When
to,
you're done, we'll make a motion on it.
okay, but does anyone agree with that?
Well, we make a motion, that's when you find out if we agree.
I'm trying to establish a dialogue, that's all I'm
Well,
doing.
you'd already talked to Greg and Greg about this, hadn't you, Kurt?
Yes, I got Greg and Greg's opinion on it, and they said it was kind of hard to answer because different attorneys charge different prices.
Yeah.
They can't really give an opinion on it. They basically gave, I think in that email I sent out to everybody, they gave a range. It looks like to me David Pace chose the higher range for that.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't out of the range, it was
Yeah.
within that range. So it's pretty much up to us as a board to decide whether or not we want to pay these charges. I agree with Tony on it.
So do we not want to contact
So-
Legal Shield regarding this?
I think we've already paid an attorney to give us an opinion on it.
Yeah, we did, so I'm gonna make a motion to go ahead and pay him off and then get rid of him,
Okay, I'll second that.
okay?
All right,
I agree.
I agree.
Okay, it's four in favor of.
Okay, we're gonna ask our new board member.
Yeah, well, I think
He's
he said
not-
he didn't want to vote.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a
You can't
background
vote
on it.
that now.
Did you want to vote, Darren? Or did you just want to abstain?
I need to abstain on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.